Hello and welcome to Lightwaves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, and other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icons to miss any of my most awesome videos. In front of us we have the Wurkkos WK01. This is a 2 AAA powered penlight. I got this penlight off Amazon for a total of $12.99. I was looking for a budget light and I found it here with this brand again. Wurkkos, as you know, I have quite a few reviews on this channel already. Like the brand, high quality, low cost, definitely one worth checking out. Simple box, go ahead and open it up. Simple contents, we got a manual, got the flashlight, and spare O-rings, always nice to see. So get a couple there, not too bad. Here is our manual. I believe it's in different languages. Let's see, here we go, Wurkkos manual. Technical parameters shows you Moonlight mode, medium and high. You guys can have it there for reference. Now the medium mode, they're saying 60 lumens. When I tested it, it was about half of that. And I'll kind of go over that as we talk about the flashlight. Going up here, you can see the different features. And again, I'm going to cover those. It has a momentary off, which is something that I don't see very useful, but it has it. Let's see here. There's the battery types. They recommend alkaline batteries. That's for the brightest 240 lumen rating, but I usually use rechargeables, and I recommend using rechargeables in the flashlight. They don't have a tendency to leak like the alkalines do. We have overheat protection, usage maintenance, usage, and then we got the warranty there. Okay, so that's the directions. Let's get to the flashlight. Comes a bubble wrap, which is nice. There. Okay, there it is. The Wurkkos WK01. I'm going to zoom on in. We'll give some dimensions and some size comparisons here. So yeah, here we go with the penlight. Kind of reminds me of the Nikkor. I'll show that to you side by side on this one. So length, we have 5¼ inches or 134 millimeters. We have a diameter at the head, which is a 1/2 inch or 14 millimeters. We'll do a little size comparison. I guess I got to bring this back up. Penlights are a little longer than the little AAAs. So let's go ahead and put this right in the middle. Let's see, we'll bring out the Streamlight Stylus Pro. I do like the finish on the Streamlights. They got this really cool flat back. I like that a lot. Over here we have the Nikkor MT06MD, which I'll be comparing this flashlight with that flashlight to give you an idea. But as you can see, they had kind of these little elements here on each flashlight. So I don't know if they were trying to copy that or not, but there you go. Let's see, we got some batteries. I like these EBL high capacities. I recommend them. I've tested them in radios and in flashlights, and they're excellent high capacity batteries. Probably one of the best ones, even compared to the ones like Eneloop Pros made in Japan. These EBLs are made in China, but they work fantastic. So there you go. And then last but not least, we have a deck of cards. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He loves Wurkkos when he can hold one in his hand. It didn't rhyme, but you get the idea. That's how big it is to a deck of cards. Okay, I'm going to keep him handy. Alright, so features of the Wurkkos WK01. We're going back on down. Alright, so the front, start at the front here. We have a tempered glass lens there, which has an anti-reflective coating. You can kind of see a purplish hue there. That's that coating. Okay, we have a polished reflector made of aluminum. Our LED is a Cree XP G2, and this is rated between 5300 and 5700 Kelvin color temperature. I would say it's right around maybe 6000 or 6500. It definitely has more of a bluish white light to it. You'll see it when I put it head-to-head against the Nikkor. The Nikkor is rated at 5000, and it definitely has a more warmer color to it. They also rate this LED at 100,000 hour lifespan. Pretty impressive. Going to the body here, this is 6061 aircraft grade aluminum alloy with a Type 3 hard anodized finish. I do like that, looks good. A little bit of knurling here on the end. We have a clip here, which is pretty tight. This is for your shirt or belt. It's not reversible for a hat, it's kind of long for that. On the back here, we have a tail cap, which is rubber coated. Pretty simple. I mean, for a $12.99 flashlight, don't expect a ton. But this doesn't have momentary on, which I wish it did, but when there's multi-mode flashlights involved, you usually don't get that. If you want momentary on, you get something like this here, Streamlight Stylus Pro. You can just tap it and off you go. So there's the 3-mode switch there. You have that high, that medium, and that moonlight mode, which is pretty cool. We'll talk about those. And what else we got about this flashlight? Now, if you looked in that paperwork as I was showing it to you, you can always go back and look at it. It has reverse polarity protection in case you put the batteries in backwards. That's a good thing. It has a low voltage protection function. Modes will be automatically lowered as voltage drops. So if you don't have enough voltage for high, it'll drop down to medium. If you don't have enough for medium, it'll go to moonlight. And trust me, when you get moonlight on, it's like you don't even know it's on unless you're in a real dark spot, because it's like half sublumen or whatever, half lumen. I would say 0.3 of a lumen. It's pretty low. They state it as half lumen. You'll see it in a little bit. But the runtime on that's amazing. It also has overheat protection. So after this thing's running on high for 3 minutes, the flashlight will automatically switch to medium. That's kind of nice. Prevents overheating of the flashlight and lengthens its lifespan. It's a good thing to have. It's also rated as IP68 waterproof. I thought that was pretty neat for $12.99. Did not expect that. IP68 waterproof is 1 meter immersion for 30 minutes. That's not too bad. And then we have a 1 meter drop resistance rating on this. So 3 foot. Most things can survive 3 foot. So it's not like spectacular, but you know, it's a good thing, I guess. So let's go to the garage and we'll look at some pictures of this light in action. And then we'll go back here and we'll do a little demo and we'll do a little final thoughts on this flashlight. Okay, here I am in the garage. I'm 15 feet away from that garage door. The light is on high. There's 2 alkaline batteries in there. I did this for the testing because they said you get the brightest result with 2 alkalines. So I did put them in there for this test. We're 240 lumens. It's supposed to last for 45 minutes and has a 40 meter throw. This next picture is supposed to be medium. They rated it at 60 lumens, but if you looked at pictures of other videos, you'd notice this looks a little weak for 60 lumens. I'd place it around 30 or 35 lumens at the most. They give it a runtime of 4.5 hours. Comparing those stats to other flashlights, I could say that 4.5 hours is a little understated. You could probably get about 6 to 7 hours with that 30 lumen adjusted rating. And then there's no other picture here, so let's go back to the table. It does have the Moonlight mode, which is, they rate it as half a lumen, and it runs 300 hours or 12.5 days. And I'll show you that. It's pretty neat. I love those sublumen ratings and, you know, amazing runtimes. And I haven't tested those yet because I don't know if I could just sit there and let it run for 300 hours. Maybe I will one day just to see. It'd be kind of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this up a little bit. And then the Wurkkos WK01 will be on my right hand. I'll have my deck of cards in the middle. And I'll have the Nikkor MT, I always forget the numbers, it drives me nuts, MT06MD in my left hand. Now, difference here, I want to show you, this is $12.99 and this is $28.99. So huge difference in price. So if you go, ooh, that Nikkor looks really good, there's a price difference. So yes, you're paying a lot more for this light. It has an Nichia bulb in it. So yeah, it has LED, excuse me, use general terms. But yeah, pretty cool flashlight. It's rated at 5,000 color temperature. You'll see the difference. This is definitely more white, and this is a different beam, definitely a different beam pattern. And then you'll see on medium, this Nikkor is at 45 lumens, and you'll see how this compares to that rated 45 lumens. Even though this is supposed to be 60, you'll notice it looks a little dimmer. So we're gonna go ahead and turn lights off. I'm gonna turn this one on though. But you know what? Before I do that, we have to open it up. So it opens up at the front to put the batteries in. I always forget to put the batteries in. There you go. It's inside there. I don't know if I can get a focus on that. Let's see if we can get that into focus. There we go. Nothing special. It's pretty simple. We'll throw in some EBL rechargeables because we don't need to worry about doing alkalines for this test. Because I noticed the medium didn't change much between alkalines and rechargeables. Okay, it's on. There's our Moonlight, medium, high, and back to that Moonlight mode. Pretty neat. Okay, so we're going to leave it on medium. Turn the lights off. Here we go. Okay, so we're on medium. I'm just going to kind of bring it in so you see the camera wants to change the excuse me, color temperature. And we'll aim this at the ceiling. We are in high. Moonlight doesn't really light up much except what's right in front of you. As you can see, my hand here. This is not much, but it's something if you're reading like in the dark and your eyes have adjusted. This actually would work really well. And we'll go back up to medium, aim at the ceiling, high, 240 lumens. Okay, so we're gonna go back to medium. Now I'm gonna use the Nikkor here in my left hand. We're gonna turn it on. And we're gonna go to medium. I'm gonna bring them in together so you can get an idea of the brightness. I want to say that the Nikkor is definitely a brighter light. It might be a more focused beam, but definitely more intensity. So I'm guessing that this, the Wurkkos light here is going to be about, I'd say 30 lumens, maybe just slightly, maybe 25 to 30. You can see that there's definitely a dimness there. It's not quite 60 for sure. It's not brighter than this Nikkor. I trust Nikkor's ratings too. So there you go. And then we'll go these to high. I think this is 180 on the Nikkor. This is 240 on the Wurkkos, and we'll bring those in together. This looks more like balanced here together. These lights look very similar now. And just a touch whiter on this right side. So I guess the color temperature is pretty well documented. Just a little bit more on the white side. Okay. Bring it down to medium again. Turn the lights back on. We'll do some final thoughts. All right. Turn this little dude off. Getting a little warm. Okay, the Wurkkos WK01. Is it worth $12.99? What do you think? I ask this because there's a lot of inexpensive lights out there. And you're like, Wurkkos, what kind of name is that? Well, I'll be honest with you. The Wurkkos label, if you've heard of the name Sofirn, S-O-F-I-R-N, I think that R is silent, you'll know that the Wurkkos brand uses Sofirn flashlights and puts their name on it. And Sofirn's a great inexpensive flashlight. So anytime I get a Wurkkos light, I know I'm going to get a great flashlight and a decent cost. And of course, you get it on Amazon Prime next day, which is nice. I have ordered some Sofirn lights that weren't Prime available. It took me like 2 months to get from China. So it is nice to get stuff right away. When you're buying a Wurkkos light, you're getting quality light. Every one I've reviewed has been quality, well made, nothing that fell apart or had any issues. And worth the value. And there's a value to these lights, which is really nice. So for $12.99, yes, for a Penlight is a winner all day long. That medium mode, even though it's not 60 lumens, I would say it's around 30-ish. It's actually very useful. I find that 30 lumens or 40 lumens is actually a really good inspection light brightness. And I use it all the time with my microstream, this guy here, the single AAA microstream. And this has, I think it's rated at 40 or 45, and it's very useful. And I almost wish it was a little dimmer than 40. So having a 30 is great. Using Moonlight is just a nice little feature in an emergency situation. If you need power for a long amount of time, you can go on that power saving feature of the Moonlight mode and can use that when you have to in the dark. That's a nice feature to have. So there it is, the Wurkkos WK01. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed this flashlight. It's pretty cool. 2, if you enjoy the brand Wurkkos, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future reviews of this product brand. I really enjoy it. It's right up there with the big boys, Nikkor, Lumen, Phoenix. I mean, I really like their products. They do a great job. They're excellent. And of course, 3, comment below what you think about the Penlight, the Wurkkos WK01. Do you think it's worth $13 to you? Can you mention another Penlight in this caliber for $13 that you think I would get excited about? Let me know. I'd like to check it out and maybe compare it head to head. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.